Okay, section 3.3, solving equations with variables on both sides. So now this is going to be the most difficult we look at in terms of like new concepts. There could be a lot of extra terms to an equation, but this is the last new concept we're going to cover in this chapter for equations. So the difference here is that we have variables on both sides. We have an n over here and an n over here, and I want to get, my goal is to find out n equals something. So I have to get my variables on the same side. So there's a number of ways you can do this. We can go for the constants first, we can go for the variables, left to right, right to left. I'm going to go through the same pattern each time just to keep it consistent, but I do want to stress again, that's not the only way you can do it, okay? So what I'm going to do here is we look on each side of the equal sign first. Make sure that this expression is simplified as far as it can be. 5n minus 2, check. That's as far as it can be simplified. On the right side, 3n plus 6, check. That's as far as it can be simplified, meaning there's no distributing that needs done, there's no combining of like terms. This 3n plus 6, if it was just on its own, that's as simplified as you could make it. Now we're ready to start solving. So the new step we're going to add in is that we need to first get our variables on the same side. I'm going to suggest that whatever variable's on the right, you get that over to the left. Meaning, in this case, we have a 3n here. I need to get 3n over to the left side, so I have to do the inverse and subtract 3n. So I'm going to subtract 3n on both sides. 5n minus 3n is 2n. Minus 2 comes down. And on the right side, 3n's cancel and I just have 6. Okay, so now by doing that one extra new step, I'm now back to the two-step equation that we know how to solve. I want to get n by itself, so I'm going to add 2 to both sides. 2n comes down, that cancels. I get 2n equals 8, divide by 2, divide by 2. N is actually 4. Okay, and we can always substitute it back in again. 5 times 4 is 20 minus 2. This side equals 18. 3 times 4 is 12 plus 6. 18. So we did it right. They both sides balance and equal. All right, letter B. Look at the left side. Any simplifying that needs done? 8y plus 4? No, that's as far as it can go. On the right side, 11y minus 17? Nope, that's as far as that can go. Then I'm going to get my variables on the same side. So I'm going to subtract 11y, because that's a positive 11y. 8y minus 11y is actually negative 3y. So we have negative 3y plus 4 equals negative 17. Now it's a two-step problem, so I'm going to subtract 4 on both sides. Negative 3y equals negative 21 divided by negative 3. Y is equal to 7. Letter C. Left side, n minus 1, no simplifying can be done. That's as far as it goes. Right side, 9m plus 15, that's as far as that goes. So I get my m's on the same side. I'm going to take this 9m over by subtracting it. So I get negative 8m minus 1 equals 15. I'm going to add 1 to both sides. Negative 8m comes down. 15 plus 1 is 16. Divide by negative 8. M equals negative 2. Okay? Letter D. Check the left side. Simplified as far as it can go. The right side, simplified as far as it can go. So now we get the variables on the same side. Subtract 7k, subtract 7k. 5k minus 7k is negative 2k. Negative 2k minus 8 equals 18. I'm going to add 8 to both sides. When I do that, negative 2k comes down, equal to 26. Then I'm going to divide by negative 2, divide by negative 2, k equals negative 13. And these bottom two here, I'm going to, both sides are simplified. I'm going to subtract 9m, subtract 9m. 13m minus 9m is 4m, so I have 4m minus 22 equals negative 6. That minus is a negative. I'm going to add 22 to both sides. When I do that, I get 4m is equal to 16. Divide by 4, and m equals 4. Letter B. Left side simplified, right side simplified, get the variable on the same side. So I'm going to subtract this 49c. When I subtract it, 19 minus 49 is negative 30. 30c. plus 26 equals 41. I want to get this negative 30c just down to c. So the first thing I have to do is get rid of 26. So I'm going to subtract 26. So I get negative 30c is equal to 15. Now I want to divide both sides by negative 30. And careful here, my negative 30's cancel and c equals 15 over negative 30. That's not negative 2. That would be 30 over 15, or negative. Actually, we want to simplify it. What goes into 15 and 30? It would reduce to negative 1/2. Okay, so the answer here is c equals negative 1/2. Let's go on to the next page. All right, there's 2 more, and then we'll move on to example 2 and be ready to go. These 2 here, I'm going to check the left side, it's simplified, the right side simplified, so now I'm going to get my variables on the same side. Add 7x, add 7x, so I get 15 plus 3x is equal to 42. Subtract 15, subtract 15. 3x is equal to, if I subtract those, I get 27. Divide by 3, x equals 9. In letter D, left side simplified as far as it can be, as is the right. So I'm going to add 4y to both sides. Over here I get 14 plus 9y is equal to 50. Subtract 14, subtract 14. 9y is equal to 36. Divide by 9, y equals 4. Now on these ones, just like we did before, we're writing the verbal sentence as an equation. I'm going to hold off on the solving just for time's sake, but you would solve it the way we've been solving all the ones above. So let's go ahead. 9 plus 2 times the number is equal to 2 less than 3 times the number. 9 plus 2 times the number is 2x is equal, so they even say equal there, to 2 less than 3 times the number. So the number is the same as x, so we have a 3 times the number, and then they say 2 less than, so this is the only time it like tags on at the end, 2 less than that. So my equation is 9 plus 2x equals 3x minus 2. Letter B, 3 less than 11 times the number, so that's the same thing again, 11 times the number, 3 less than that, so it's minus 3. Is equal to 9 plus 5 times the number. 9 plus 5 times the number. So my end equation is this. 11x minus 3 equals 9 plus 5x. Letter C, 4 minus 7 times the number is equal to 12 minus 3 times the number. 4 minus 7x is equal to 12 minus 3x. And letter D, 12 less than negative 9 times the number would be that, equal to 8 minus 4 times the number. And there you have it.